There she is. Bracket thing, because some of you asked me how the bike will look without it, without the back seat, and this is how it looks. The thing is pretty strong. I cannot even move it. The max mount flexes before the thing moves, and I just use this Allen wrench in a vertical position, so I couldn't even tighten it all the way. It's basically hand tighten, and the thing is really solid. Measurement, this is how it looks without the seat. Measurement is like 15 inches or so. Some of you guys asked me if the loose of the two tabs that goes here that attach to the backrest, if it's gonna make the whole thing weaker. Actually not. Some guys suggesting me that I can put a kind of a hook that goes on top to make it stiffer, but actually it's pretty strong. If I add something here, and I thought about it, it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look real bad. I mean, this is something that is not part of the bike already, so I believe adding more stuff will not be good, especially if you want to put a flat, hard back mount for the center one. I don't think this is going to help these two tabs, or is going to be on the way. With that being said, with the bracket, you still can put the seat and remove it. You can install it and remove it with this never been touched again. So once you put the Loctite to those 4 bolts, actually those bolts needs to be a 1/4 inch longer than what it comes originally in the bike, and you adjust that with a couple of washers. It needs to, well, actually it doesn't need. I mean, it's a precaution just to have as much threading as possible. But yes, you can put the seat. I have it in one hand, so I can put it on and off without removing the bracket. Of course, probably the others do the same thing. The reason this is so is these dimensions finish here, which is 18 inches, is when you put the bags, it clear out the grab handles. I mean, it can be tightened, but it's better to have it off a little bit, so it doesn't interfere, or you don't feel awkward when you grab yourself, your passenger, use the grab handle. My wife sometimes uses it like this, but it's rare. She uses the back way or this way. Actually, I'm thinking on putting, once I have my bag goes somewhere here, just enough to clear out the pegs. I'm thinking of putting some other handlebrakes, grab handles, somewhere, obviously removing all these. Probably it will not be, I got a couple, I'm testing it out, so where she can use the grab handles close to the legs, instead of forcing the hands back and stressing the shoulders. I need to see where to put it. This is not the grab handle, and without the bags it look awkward. It doesn't look right. But once you have the bags, and this goes around the bags, and you have just enough room to grab it, it's look kind of okay, I guess. But you know, there's a lot of things that you try and then you adjust it and then you see. So what else? Oh, why is this long? Because someone asked me if that can be shorter, and it makes absolutely a lot of sense, because there are a lot of you guys that don't like the back seat, don't want the back seat, and will never have the back seat, because they are solo riders and they want to take the most advantage of the bike riding solo. So with that being said, this particular guy will meet me someday here at my house or anywhere he wants to meet. I live at Kissimmee, Florida. So he wants these tubs to be moved over somewhere here, because he think, or I mean, it's up to him, this is too wide without the seat, and he don't need to clear out the back seat handles, grab handles, because he will never have it. So once I see his bike, and I know he got a center back here, so with the dimension of the center back, we can decide where to move this over and re-weld it, or maybe make a new one, or have it ready just to weld these tabs in the right position. Other than that, I don't know what else to add. This is pretty strong without the tabs. This is how it looks, kind of same color, mate. I mean, you still can paint it. Oh, by the way, all this is raw steel. This is 316. It's pretty thick. Once you put your bags and you have your bags aligned with how much you want to tilt them, or put it flat, or you have the possibility to move forward and backward a little bit. So once you put it whatever you want it, then you drill it. And my recommendation is, once you put your hard bags that I posted on where I got it from Amazon, but there's many other ones, use little clamps. There are some clamps that has rubber, so it doesn't scratch the bracket that come with the bags, and don't peel this off either. So you use little clamps, you put that bag, this bag, you align them, you take all the measurements, everything you need to make it look balanced. And of course, those 4 screws. I'm saying all this so whoever is watching this video and is interested in this, because they asked me and it's hard to write everything down on the messenger, you hand tie these 4 screws. That's step number 1. Step number 2, you put those little clamps, that is like $1 each, those spring one. You gotta make sure it's able to hold the bags. Once you have it all lined up, you leave everything on, the bags, everything on, or you make some marks, but I will leave the bags on with the brackets. Then you remove the bags, but the brackets, keep it here. You can either drill it on the bike, or you can remove those 4 bolts and drill it outside the bike, because like I said before, this is 316, so you're gonna fight a little bit to make the holes. The reason is 316 and the reason is welded all the way around is to hold it strong and the valve doesn't vibrate, if it makes sense. So other than that, this can be cut down here to preferences, and this dimension is pretty much universal, so it will work with any bike. If you have backrest, if you don't have the backrest, the seat, with the seat, without the seat, with the seat, with the backrest, without the backrest, it's gonna work regardless, and it's gonna be strong regardless. Alright guys, I believe this is it. Sorry, I'm not a professional YouTuber, I'm not a professional video shooter. I'm just a guy that like welding. Oh, I forgot to say, this is raw metal. The centerpiece, this piece that goes all the way here, that actually takes like to do the whole thing like 42 inches of weld. This piece is galvanized. So, and on the bottom is sealed. Everything is sealed, and I paint the bottom shiny. So if you guys have salt or something, it will give a little extra life to all these pieces. But the center core is galvanized, and it's a 12 gauge, which is 1/8 thickness, and the strength of the metal is 50 KSI. If you guys know what I mean, it's a structural metal, so it's pretty strong. Alright guys, be safe out there. I'm not gonna be shipping this soon.